what I'm talking about because
It's like a
Calvin posted it in his merch
best way
picture.
to describe it, I think, is a plate.
Yeah, it was in Calvin's merch picture.
Let me look for it. Let me look for it.
So if you can find
No
Calvin's merch
rush. You're good.
picture, you're good.
Let's search.
Yeah, it's right here. Here.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Only thing I was disappointed about in the vendors area is that not enough snacks. Not enough snack booths.
Oh my
I
God, no.
love just buying like little buns and all the Japanese
Oh
candy
God.
that you can find at like usually an Asian market, but I just go ham on that kind of stuff because I'm a little foodie.
It's the one on the top, but it's like there's a problem because the light is reflecting off of it. Does Xander send his merch?
I thought I saw a picture of it before, but I can't find it now, so I don't know.
If you want to use Calvin's, use Calvin's. But I think Calvin's the only known one I know that has the picture, at least of that what we were talking about.
Okay, let me pull it up.
But no, there was no snack booth.
I know. Oh, well, I actually did find a little room where they had a snack vendor.
Oh.
But it was like a random ballroom, kind of like separated from everything, and I
There
was like
was
really
there
confused.
was no snack vendors, but there were like the retro video games merchants instead.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like
I didn't see those.
yeah, there were two of them. There were two like okay. All right, hold on. We have it up here. So the one at the top, the One Punch Man, and the light blaring off of it. That's what it was. It's like plexiglass. Sander says it's made out of plexiglass,
Okay.
and you can basically put lights behind it, and it will like blow up. They look really good if you see it in person. It's really hard to say through a picture, especially since that picture has the light glare. But the one in the top is, I think, what you were talking about.
That's really sick.
Yeah. Okay, something from that picture. What was I saying? Yeah, the video game merchant. So we had Sam and Sam like went to the two of them, but there were no snack booths. Which there's usually one like big snack booth, and I've never seen retro video game merchants. So I assume they just replaced them. That's just what I'm gonna say to make myself sleep at night. But the two retro video game merch places, they had a ton of old DS games. One of them permanently had the Pokemon login screen music playing the entire con. And honestly, I think they might have lost their... There's no way they go to every single con and have the exact same Pokemon starting theme playing on loop for the entire con, every single con. They might just hate it at that point.
See, here's the thing, though. It wasn't just the music. It was an actual NES with the actual game in it.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
It was really insane. Like, they had a ton of Pokemon games, a ton of old DS games. I don't know if they were on price or below price.
I think they were slightly either at price or slightly above, because I did check online for a couple that I found, and it was the same price without the case.
Yeah, you have to factor in the fact there's no shipping costs, though. So, no shipping costs does make a big difference. They were really, really, really nice though. Like those were cool. Are there any other like new ones at booths that I have never seen before, other than like the manga smiley face guy? I've never seen that guy.
Yeah,
he goes to Matsuri all the time.
Right. Coming back up with a better picture, Xander sent me his his picture. There
it
is.
Yeah. Those ones. Those ones look way better. Those are
the plexiglass ones.
Yeah, those are the plexiglass ones. That's what we were talking
cool.
Gosh, I love that Shinobu. It's like it looks like a magazine cover.
Yeah.
So pretty.
They're very, very, very pretty. I was a big fan of them. If I wanted to spend half of my budget on one, I would have, but I didn't. So, unfortunately.
Look at you being responsible, TM.
I know, because for one of those, I could buy 8 prints. So.
Evan being responsible with his money? No, couldn't be.
Weird
chance.
Yeah. Anyways, moving forward with that.
The wall scroll.
Do we talk about the wall scroll?
What is there to talk about?
I
mean, I have the picture. You guys say you want me to pull it up?
I want the picture with either the Calvin cutout with it, or the.
Right there, buddy.
Okay. All right, what were you gonna say, Anna? Before we get into this.
I want to hear about the political panel that you went to.
Oh, we'll get to panels in a second. We're gonna talk about panels after
we only have 45 minutes, so.
Okay. We have time.
We have plenty of time.
It's fine if we go a little over. We went a little over last time.
We have plenty of time. Okay, so this was the poster that I definitely didn't coerce Sam into buying for the house.
It was definitely like very close to it.
Yeah, we
Like
so
nothing illegal, but I am currently blinking 3 times.
All right, let's keep it appropriate to the point where Tammy doesn't shut us down.
Okay, yeah,
Yes, of
we
course.
got we got this, which was at one of the booths in the back. Calvin was actually going to this booth to go get some fine manga smiley face. To pick up some manga smiley face, and I saw the poster and I was like, "Holy shit! It's a Yuri Yuri poster." I want it. Now I was out of money at this time. I had told myself I'm not gonna spend any more money. I'd already spent like $240, and I was not about to drop anymore. So I
He
kind
turns to his bestest friend, who
Yeah.
hasn't spent all of his money.
It's a $15 scroll too, which is a steal, by the way.
That's
if you
really
don't know,
good. Holy
25.
Lord.
Hold
if
on.
you don't know, no, is it 25? Which
was
that's
25.
still a steal. Like 25 is still a steal. Like most wall scrolls you'll find are like 30, 35 to 40. They're usually like tapestries are kind of expensive just for that size too. So I was like, I need this. And
No. Apologies, Discord has died again. I need a new computer.
replaced the Yuri Yuri wall scroll with a Oremo one right after it. So
Last one.
it was. If only we cared enough to buy the Oremo one too, that would have really driven Calvin nuts. But
Also, sorry, Discord crashed again. So can you give like a 5-second overview
5-second
Oh,
overview
of what you
sorry.
just talked about?
The 5-second overview is what I just talked about. I talked about
We bought the last Yuri Yuri wall scroll that a vendor had.
and he replaced the one that was on the wall with a Oremo one. So
Specifically season 2.
yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful.
so
Yeah.
You didn't drag someone else
absolutely.
over to pay for it?
Wait, I've done an. I take it back. My first cosplay was not Ellie from
Oh
Last
no.
of Us.
Please
don't
My
tell me
first
about
cosplay was Kirino from Oremo.
or
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, I don't even have a picture of that because it was so cringe, but it was bad. It was
Oh,
very
Lord.
bad.
Anna, I didn't know you were based.
I know. This was a
Oh
long
my-
time ago, sir.
What the based?
Let me just
Jesus.
that's very cringe, first off, but simultaneously very based.
Very based. Very, very based.
All
What?
depends on how you carried it.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna finish off with my insights on vendors before we leave merch. My biggest takeaway from merch for my last 4 cons though is never ever buy figures at a con.
Yeah.
Never ever buy figures. Never ever buy. Well, I mean, it's really just
Swords,
figures.
apparently.
What? Buy what?
Swords, apparently.
Yeah, don't buy swords from cons. Don't buy figures from cons. Don't buy. I would say don't buy wall scrolls from cons most of the time, but there are rare off chances like we had where you can get actually really good cheap price wall scrolls. Typically, if it's merch that you can buy online, it's probably going to be cheaper online even with shipping. Because if you just do a bulk order, it's going to cost less. And for keychains, that's a little bit different. Now, the other 4 keychains I bought, the other 4 Pokemon ones, you can get keychains because from certain merchants if they are there for really cheap. Like there's one that always goes to San Japan that has a ton of rubber straps for like $9 a piece, which is insane, by the way, because usually for rubber straps you're going to be looking at like 15 to 20. So you're basically paying half the price for them, and it goes to San Japan every year. So big blue booth, ton of them, highly recommend them. There are a lot of like the certain strap vendors. If you're buying keychains, buy straps. Don't buy keychains. Straps are always cheaper than keychains at cons. That's because something to do with like the make process. Unless you're buying from the artist gallery, then artist gallery, none of these rules apply. Those are my insights as somebody who buys a lot of merch from cons.
Thank you, Father Evan.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else wanna?
I don't know how we're gonna follow up with that, man.
Yeah,
That was
pretty
some top tier
concise.
commentary.
All right, then I'll transition forcefully for you. So about panels.
Okay, so panels.
Beautiful transition.
The
Anna-
issue was like, oh,
Anna
sorry.
went to more than us. I
Yes.
think you went to more panels than us, actually.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Officially, we only went to one panel.
Officially, yeah. Okay, we can talk. We're gonna talk about the 2 panels that I was told.
I can't talk about the one panel that I went to. I tried to go to
I
Joe
think-
Jeopardy, but
so, okay.
that was way too full by the
We
time I
should
got
be
there.
allowed to talk about the panels that we went to, Connor. I think it's in TOS as long as they don't mention specifics. So
Oh, all right then.
Okay.
so we went to 3 panels. I at least know the 3 panels that we went to were H or Not H. We went to Hilarious Hentai Dubs, and then we went to what's the last one? Oh yeah, the political history, Weed's political history.
Yeah.
So the best
It's
one
a
of
weeb's history of political theory for the
Yeah.
full.
my favorite one of these was Hentai Dubs because that is just unfathomably.
than something with your homies.
It's just it's unfathomably funny. It's I don't know what else to say other than it's just hilarious. So if you're willing to, highly recommend it. It's genuinely one of the funniest experiences you will ever have. H or Not H was a bit of a for me. It wasn't that.
Discord has once again.
Commentator's really funny.
Yeah.
The commentator's really funny, but the game itself is not that great.
It did get old after like the first hour.
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely agree. I think it also was soured, but we had to leave early because I didn't pay for long enough for parking.
Aw.
So
Dang it.
I'm not
So
sure.
that's why you
but-
weren't there for Calvin's?
Yeah, I was not there for Calvin's.
Oh, I
But
see.
moving forward with that, the one that was the most interesting though was for sure the Weave's political history, which was literally a straight up hour-long panel or hour and a half long panel that was actually just a college lecture with anime instead of like normal things. I was expecting a lot more jokes, but it ended up being really, really actually like insightful intellectual college lecture style.
That's actually kind of neat. That's not what I expected to hear at all.
Yeah, they went a lot in depth. Sam can speak to the accuracy of it. I can't really. But like, it was it was actually interactive. So I was the first person to win a prize, and I won 3 posters from it. Okay, so I had to compare. Who was I comparing? I don't even remember what philosopher it was. It was a Greek philosopher, but I can't remember what his name was. I'll let Sam figure that out. But I had to compare him to a anime, and his idea was that it's like even the people that lead you or something are bad. Like I don't remember.
It was actually medieval philosophy. I do remember that. It was an old French guy. I think he was very part of the clergy, and his whole thing was even if the people at the top are horrible, terrible people doing horrible, terrible things, it can only be made worse by revolting. So while the people at the top should be good, if they're not, just put up with it until they're dead, and we can move on.
Wow.
And you compared it to high school DxD.
Yes.
What?
Now, my reasoning for this is because High School DxD is quite literally a show that is revolved around leaders that are terrible people. The god is literally dead. I should also mention spoilers are coming. There's a lot of spoilers coming.
Good job.
A lot of spoilers incoming. And
we all watch DxD for the plot.
Everybody watches DxD for the plot anyway. So, God is dead. Satan is a horrible person. Azazel, who's the leader of the fallen angels, is actually just playing around with human beings because he's bored. And you have to respect these people because if you try and revolt, everybody will die. So, I'd say I was a pretty good explanation. And I got 3 posters from it, which are the 3 Fate posters that we had up earlier.
But you got 3 posters from that one answer?
Yep.
That's
I got the most
insane.
valuable answer that night. And Sam, the history major in the room, did not get a single thing.
Because I forgot one Mr. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. and still kick myself to this day because could have had myself a very valuable Blu-ray.
Yep.
Oof.
Yeah.
I was so upset that the history major didn't get anything from this. I think we had Alex. Oh, Alex walked up on this one too. This is where, what did Alex defend?
Oh, he was defending. So they talked about in great detail and in great spoiler about Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica and the whole issue of sacrificing a small group of people to save the majority of people.
Okay.
And so he defended, I believe, was it sacrificing the cute little girl, save the world?
Sacrificing the cute little girl to save the world. He defended that, and the other guy that came up and defended the opposite. So
yeah, other guy's argument was pretty much.
Alex gave a really This wasn't praise of the Force, Alex. This is Ghastly Alex, which I think is his name still in Discord. I have no idea. It's from Xander's roommate, Alex. And he gave a very passionate speech that really wowed the crowd. Alex is very charismatic, so it definitely showed in that. We had multiple altercations with the UN peacekeepers in this conference. No, it was before it, actually. Before this panel. Like, we saw the UN peacekeepers on the stairs, and they said, any war crime committed? What was it? They said, like, are you guys committing war crimes or something?
And then I believe at least one of us started talking about what they did in former Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
They're not going back.
Yeah, there was a lot of jokes shared, a lot of political jokes shared between everybody in the room. There was what is it that Bowen coughed during?
Oh, he coughed during ancient Chinese philosophy.
Bowen, Captain China.
No.
He coughed during the ancient Chinese philosophy, and I looked at Sam, and I had to hold back every bone in my body from bursting out laughing.
It was really funny.
That's so funny.
And then after we start laughing, we turn around to him, and he doesn't look up.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't.
Like, hey, guy, we're trying to make a funny meme. Indulge in our degeneracy.
It was so funny. That conference is really good. So that's the main panel that we went to. They give out a bunch of free stuff. There are a lot of other panels that you can go to, and I kind of want to start going to more panels because they do seem to be kind of fun.
I think it's hit or miss for me. I don't know.
I have never gone to a bad panel, so.
That's fair.
But how many panels have you gone to?
Like, maybe 7 in my 4 conventions of anime cons, because usually I just sit in merch anyway. So
yeah,
I sit and talk to merch vendors all day. But yeah, what about you, Anna? How are the fan meetups? How were those? Because I know you went to at least a fan meetup.
Yeah, I went to the Jujutsu Kaisen one. Not a lot of like socializing. It was more just taking pictures with different groups. So not too much to report on there, honestly. But I do want to go to some more panels in the future. In the past, however, I have gone to a couple of in-character panels that have been pretty funny, where it's either like Q&A or Jeopardy about the anime. I went to a couple of Oron High School Host Club panels at ACON in the past, and those have been. It depends on the group for sure, because if the group has good chemistry, then their comedy will shine through above all else.
Yep.
But sometimes it's like I said, it can kind of be hit or miss because if they don't have that chemistry, it can get hella awkward really quick, and then they're just like, I don't know. The more in character they are, I think the better.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I didn't see a whole lot that caught my attention this year, but hopefully next year and like different cons throughout the year, we'll be able to find some more stuff to go to. But this year I was kind of just focused on buying stuff, especially because we only had one, well, at least my group, we were only there for the one day for the most part. So we just kind of wanted to get all of our shopping in, and cosplay took up a lot of time too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. You didn't go to any of the Sam panels. I didn't know about Sam, right? You were basically
No.
with us the whole
Oh.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, panels are something that I don't think most of us. I don't think anybody in the club really has a lot of experience with because panels are like not really like they're fun. There can be a lot of fun depending on the panel, but I think most people just end up going to cosplay and merch. So
Mhm.
it's kind of weird. The thing it wasn't a panel that we had the most fun with. I think was board games. One of the things at anime
Yeah,
cons
I love the
that's
tabletop
really
games.
with really big anime cons is like you're always gonna have some really big karaoke thing that's
Mhm.
permanently going on, which I'll talk about in a minute. And well, actually, Connor, can you get the video of me singing "Country Roads"? I believe it's in not Aggie-Sama, but in Calvin's Discord. In just send it to you. Actually,
I'll just look for videos under your name.
no. I'll just send it to you.
Okay, alright.
If you found out how to pull that up
Yeah,
when
I
I talk
know.
about karaoke.
Oh, God.
But there we had the board games. Anime cons always have these like they just make a shit ton of just board games, and then you give it your ID and you can take it and go play until and then return it your ID back. We played Secret Hitler for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
I
Wait, really?
I think it was like 2 hours.
Oh, it couldn't have been. That only felt like an hour and a half.
It
But
could have been only an hour and a half. I'm not sure.
we only
But,
got through 3 rounds, and boy, were those rounds interesting.
Yeah, me and Sam were both hit. Me and Sam were both fascists. Like twice
Okay,
in two,
you might want to
rounds in a row.
explain Secret Hitler for the people that don't know what it is, because out of context, this sounds very bad.
Yeah. Okay, so Secret Hitler is basically if you've ever played Mafia, it's
Like
kind of the
werewolf.
same. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Werewolf. It's kind of the same thing. So it's like you have two people that are fascists. You have one person that's Hitler, and everybody else is a liberal. And the liberals are trying to figure out who the fascists and try to kill Hitler. They're trying to kill Hitler, basically. But obviously, nobody knows who each other is. So me and Sam got fascist 2 rounds in a row. This is with a lot of people in the club. This is like eight or nine of us in the club. We got fascist 2 rounds in a row. We actually terrorized everybody.
Yep,
And
100% win rate.
100% win rate. Me and Sam.
I only survived half the rounds, I think, but
Sam killed himself every single round. Our strategy was Sam would kill himself to make me look innocent, and then I would just play it into a win from there.
Yep.
Really easy stuff. We had a lot of fun playing Secret Hitler. So board games are really fun. There are a lot of other board games. A lot of like really rare variants of Risk, Monopoly. A lot of rare variants of those. A lot of tabletop RPGs that you've probably never seen. So I definitely I kind of want to start doing more board game stuff at these cons during downtime.
yeah.
Just like dabbling in D&D and stuff like that. I've painted some miniatures at cons, which was fun. Just fun, like chill activity.
Oh yeah,
to do
like
for
Praise the
couple
Force. Praise the Force out. They usually have like pickup D&D games that you can do. So you just get a character sheet. You can just go in and play, and then you can leave whenever. Those are really cool. I was a really big fan of those. That was at IkiCon. I don't know if they had them going at this one.
They did. It was near the karaoke room.
Yeah, it was through the karaoke room. And then there's karaoke. Okay.
All right, I got the
Okay.
video. Should we let the video play first before you explain?
No. I'm gonna explain first. So there were.
The video explains everything.
Yeah,
The video
What
is
would be the
explained.
point of us being
Okay,
here?
I gotta explain the context behind the video because I had told the group that if we all went, we as a group went up and sang Country Roads, I'd do it. But for some reason, we took that as I will just go up by myself and sing Country Roads. Now,
that's what I heard.
Invaded.
Alex was the one who like put my name on the list. Xander's roommate Alex put my name on the list without telling me, and then they called my name. And I was like, "What?" Yeah, and we went up there, and I go up there to sing Country Roads, right? And they don't even have Country Roads. They had a remix of Country Roads.
Remix.
So I had to sing a remix of Country Roads. And you can play the video now.
All right.
You don't have to play the whole thing. But,
Is the audio working?
I don't hear or see.
Yeah, Twitch. It would be if Twitch chat can hear this. Give me a yes. Give me something.
I can hear. Yeah, you can hear.
Oh, it's good.
Because I can't hear it on my side. I can't hear it, This looks beautiful.
Everyone is hyping you up.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Not sure how I
groups
feel
can
about the remix, but you know, it's alright.
Yeah, the groups can be very supportive when it's some of the good songs.
Yeah, this was also my really good cosplay of Red Ass. It's the cosplay I go to every con as, where I have my backwards A&M cap and an A&M shirt to represent my school.
Alright, we've had enough of it. See. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
that was incredible.
I got a standing ovation at the end of that. If you want to play the end.
Wow.
Oh, let me. Can I fast forward this? I don't think so. Yeah, I can't. It's unfortunate.
It's really sad because I got a standing ovation. I got bows.
I'll throw it in post.
Yeah. I got bows, a standing ovation. I think it was a lot of fun. I wish I did more karaoke, but the two people that were here all the time were Sky and Jimmy. They were like permanently there.
That's
They made it a lot of fun. This was kind of like the place everybody went after they were done with merch and they just wanted a break. You just go to the karaoke lounge and then just chill, watch people do karaoke. Karaoke people were really cool people. Honestly, probably my favorite booth at the Anime Con. So yeah, I think that's. Is there anything from San Antonio that at least for me and Sam did before we go into San Antonio stuff that I'm forgetting, Sam? Like, I'll just let you take.
Listen, hold on.
All that stuff outside the
before we
con?
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm saying. Because I mean,
I think Sam has something.
Yeah.
Listen, before maybe I can jog your memory with a certain bird, white, long neck, orange beak.
Shut the fuck up.
Listen, if you're gonna be forgetting something that important, I think I gotta.
We can't talk about the joke.
Should I just mute him?
No, we
No, you want to mute me and not the man who wouldn't shut up?
I support censorship.
That wasn't what I wouldn't shut up about the Alamo. Okay. And
this is true. I heard that.
This is a whole thing with us.
Okay, so the story is that San Japan, I really wanted to go to the Alamo. Sam really doesn't like it when I talk about the Alamo. So I just really turned it up to 11 and me reminding him how much I wanted to go to the Alamo. Because he needed to remember the Alamo, of course.
See, the best part is that you're missing out on half the contact. Because what happened the first few days of classes when they started was that I would go to my lectures, and then I'd get home, and because I'm a history major, I don't want my life to just be history. So I'll go home, play some games, and then all of a sudden, out in our main room, I'll hear Bowen or anyone else watching a video about history. And so then they start telling me, but you're a history major, don't you like history? But don't you like history? But you're a history major. Why don't you want to listen?
I don't want to bring my work home, damn it.
Exactly. And so then we finally get to San Antonio, for a convention that we're paying to be at, by the way. That I planned, my first convention. I'm so excited. Man, I'm so excited. I want to go do all the stuff at the convention. Go to panels, see the merch. And then what does this man do? What does your favorite general officer say?
Do you remember?
Hey, I want to go to the Alamo. I don't want to forget.
You can't forget the Alamo.
And you've been there like 3 years prior, and you're like, I still gotta go back. I gotta remember.
Not only had he been there about 3 years ago, he's been about 3 or 4 times, according to him.
I don't want to forget the Alamo.
If you forget in that short of a period of time, there's a different problem.
You can't forget the Alamo. You're supposed to remember the Alamo. I'm supposed to remember every crack and crevice of the Alamo. I'm doing what they told me to do in Texas history class in 7th grade. Remember it. Basically, me and Brendan annoyed Sam the entire weekend about the Alamo. I kept constantly saying, "Do you remember?"
And this is why I kicked him to the couch, and Alex was my favorite roommate.
Yeah. Okay. So the big thing is that the funniest part was that Sam finally caved and was like, "Fine, we can go to the Alamo," and then we just ended up not going to the Alamo.
Again, your favorite general meeting officer forgot the Alamo.
That's the Alamo story. Anyways, back to the con. Anna, do you have anything from the con you want to talk about as well that I missed?
I don't think so.
Oh no,
I mean,
we have 20 minutes left. We have no. Oh no. All right.
No, alright, so is this where we just shift into general podcast talk? Because
No, I mean,
do I have
wasn't there a
boy,
bunch
do
of
I
shit that
have
happened?
something.
Wasn't there a bunch of shit that happened outside the convention?
Yeah, we went to Margaritaville and I paid for really, really
Oh,
overpriced
yeah.
food and it pissed me off because it was bad.
Yikes.
No?
They
Yeah,
gave
that's
me
my bad.
frozen French fries. That was epic.
Are you
Oh.
serious?
I mean, yeah, the French fries that they had were actually they were just frozen French fries and they threw them in a fryer. It was.
Okay, well, I thought you meant they came out frozen. I
Oh
was
no,
like,
no,
oh
no,
my
no.
god.
They were just bad. They were just bad French fries. I
That's
I spent like what
bad
$15 on that burger, and it was literally a burger I would have rather had a Big Mac. God damn it, no.
Well,
No. Don't worry about that. No. Why did I have to use that as the example? I should have said a Whopper. God damn it.
Yeah, really don't talk about Big Macs, please.
Oh no.
Don't worry about it.
Did anything
Don't worry about it. Anyways, okay, keep Margaritaville.
and
Margaritaville. It also sucked because half of us couldn't drink. More than half of us, like 90% of us couldn't drink. So that kind of
It was-
defeated the Margaritaville part.
I mean,
yeah.
it was just a place to eat. I don't know. It was within walking distance, so.
It was, but there were way more places on the boardwalk, including the Philly cheesesteak place across the
Well,
fucking
you could
boardwalk.
have told me.
I guess I could have. I was included in this conversation.
You were, in fact, included in all the plans.
To be fair, I
leading
didn't.
up
I've
to
never
the
been to
decision.
Margaritaville before, so I didn't think it was gonna be turbo expensive or like not really a
Yeah,
food
I
place.
didn't either. Right, I did. I thought it was gonna be cheaper as well. I was like, ugh.
The quesadilla I
Yikes.
got was good. It was off the appetizer menu. See, that might have been the key.
Exactly.
Appetizer menu, yeah.
Damn, a quesadilla is an appetizer? That's insane.
Yeah, it was so I couldn't finish it. That was the crazy part.
Damn.
Take it to
It's
go.
huge.
Carry it
Yeah.
around the con with you.
But so
Yeah.
I guess you could pull up the picture of us at Margaritaville, by the way. Connor,
yeah.
it's in scrapbook. But I think we had everybody from the club at that one. That was really fun. I think it was more of a nice bonding thing. I mean, nobody got to. I mean, it was really good. And near the end of Margaritaville, me and Xander were just bored. We what was it?
I
What were
took a
we?
video.
What were me and Xander doing? Xander
We're
so
just like head bobbing.
yeah, we were head bobbing together to a song. And Xander, so I'm sitting on one side of the table, Xander's sitting on the opposite side, and we're just like head bobbing together. And I don't know why we did this, but we did this for like 4 or 5 minutes straight.
I only
it took-
caught like 1 minute of it, and I
Yeah,
was just like,
it took everybody like 5 minutes to even notice that me and Xander were acting like complete monkeys on
Yep.
opposite sides of the table.
it
I
was
mean,
pretty
it's not
funny.
acting if you guys actually are.
True.
True.
Apes
Very
together
true.
strong.
True. Apes together, think together.
hmm Welcome to A&M Engineering.
True.
Connor, are you getting the picture? It should be in
What
Scrapbook.
picture? I was gone
The
for a sec.
the picture of us at a Margaritaville in Scrapbook.
Oh yeah, I got you. Let me pull it up real quick. So wait, what
And-
happened? So you guys got served frozen fries. Was the food like at least okay other than the frozen fries?
It was
My
just not
margarita
worth.
was
my
really good.
my issue with it was just not worth the money. But I think it's more of an alcohol
Yeah.
place than a food
Well,
place.
with a name like
Sure.
Margaritaville.
Yeah, I really wish I got to drink alcohol there, but I'm still a couple months removed. So
Mhm.
Next year.
next year, but that was Margaritaville, and then we mainly ate at Whataburger and Chipotle. So
hmm
That sounds like a regular day in the life of anyone living in Texas.
Yeah.
oh, Buc-ee's, bro, we got to go to Buc-ee's
Oh,
on the way there.
God. And on the way back.
Anna, did
If
you
you
stop at
wouldn't-
Buc-ee's on the way there? Did you stop at Buc-ee's?
No, I didn't stop at
You
Buc-ee's.
didn't stop at Buc-ee's?
Why?
These
why would I
monkeys
stop at
wouldn't
Buc-ee's?
shut up about two things: the Alamo and Buc-ee's.
Okay, but Buc-ee's is.
Hey, there's everybody. Look
Hey,
at
here's
him,
the
so
picture.
happy, not a care in the
Aw,
world, not
so
worried about
cute.
not worried about the important questions like when are we seeing the Alamo or can we get Buc-ee's on the way home?
All right, so I'm from out of state, so you guys are gonna need to explain the obsession.
Oh,
with
you've
Buc-ee's.
never heard? So have you heard of Buc-ee's at least?
I've seen like 80 people wearing the Buc-ee's T-shirts.
So
right.
Buc-ee's.
So no. Can I do this?
Yeah,
Don't
go
worry.
ahead.
It'll set proper expectations for what Buc-ee's is like. So, you know gas stations, right? Gas stations.
I do believe I know gas stations. Yeah.
Now take it and blow it up like 3, 4, 5 times. Give them clean bathrooms.
Clean bathrooms?
Yes,
Yeah.
Very clean bathrooms, immaculate
right.
bathrooms.
That's pretty.
That is a Buc-ee's. If you go over to Europe, they are like half the size, exact same.
But they have good food.
Yes.
I don't think they have the good. Okay, literally, Buc-ee's like pulled pork is actually one of the greatest things I've ever eaten. Like it's some of the best pulled pork I've ever eaten. So they at least like mass-produced pulled pork. That's not just like out of like a really fancy barbecue place. No, like for mass-produced pulled pork, it is the best mass-produced pulled pork you can get. It's like all made on site, really good. You can get 98-cent like 44-ounce drinks.
Isn't it just like not a gas station then?
It is a gas station. There's massive gas things.
Wait, that's like calling HEB a gas station.
Yeah, it really is like calling HEB. It's more of like a country. It's like a redneck.
It's a country market.
Yeah, country market. It's like you can get a lot of Buc-ee's branded stuff. You can we can literally buy a smoker there and like barbecue pits. Okay.
Yeah.
The big thing though for Buc-ee's and what made it really big is that the 98-cent like 44-ounce drinks, which is insane.
Wait, that's crazy.
How much? Like there was you can also get like the whatchamacallums. There's a lot of different foods you can get and a lot of snacks. You can get like nuts. They have a lot of different types of nuts that are like basted in sugar.
Oh yeah, like
the
sugar
candy
roasted
nuts.
stuff.
Yeah, the sugar roasted. Yeah, it basically is candies, but they're nuts. Not
candied
like,
nuts.
Candied nuts. They're really, really, really good. Smoke sticks, which are like my favorite thing on the planet, and I never get to have them. There's beaver nuggets, which are really good. I don't even know what beaver nuggets actually are. They're just good. They're sweet. They're really nice. There's the pulled pork sandwiches. You can get the other types of sandwiches. It behaves a lot like a big market.
Store.
So it's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big thing. It's a very Texas thing as well.
It sounds very Texas.
It's probably the most Texas place you can get in Texas.
Other than the Alamo?
Other than the Alamo, yes.
Okay, so you really wanted to go to a country market on the way back.
Yes, we really wanted to go to Buc-ee's to and from the way there.
Oh, here he is.
Xander's here all of a sudden. Okay, but
he doesn't have an avatar. Is he allowed?
Nope, I'm kicking him out.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
But we went to Buc-ee's twice, and first time I went there. Yeah.
On this one trip, you went. To
Buc-ee's we went there on the way there and on the way back.
Sorry, I know you.
Yeah,
said
it's
that.
the bass drop location.
50 cents spit in your mouth.
I muted him. All right, keep going.
Okay.
You're the leader of Aggie-Sama, everybody, with his wise words.
This is Zandy. Thank you, Zandy. Anyways, we had from Buc-ee's we got God, I've lost my train of thought now.
Good job, Xander.
But this is right because I still have my gluten. I still have my gluten allergy at this time, right?
Okay.
So or at least presumably had one. I was like, okay, if I eat a sandwich, I'll probably die, but I get to have a Buc-ee's pulled pork sandwich. So I was like, here's what we're gonna do. Brendan, you're driving the rest of the way there. I'm gonna eat a Buc-ee's. I want a pulled pork sandwich.
No, why didn't you just eat the pulled pork? Just don't eat the bread.
No, I wanted the bread. I wanted the damn sandwich. So I ate the damn sandwich. I ate the whole sandwich. Now here's where it was fine until I got to my smoke stick. So I got a different type of smoke sticks than I usually do. I got sweet and sour ones. Turns out those were made with wheat flour. Unlike the normal smoke sticks, which aren't. So I had a terrible stomachache on the way there. I did feel like I wanted to die for the first half of that, the second half of that drive. On the way back, I got normal smoke sticks, and that was it. I did not eat another sandwich. Mainly because I had pissed a certain person off at the time because I ate a sandwich.
I imagine who.
Uh,
Hmm.
it may have been two people. One was my mother. The other was a different person. And that I said, you know what? I don't care if it's the last thing I'm gonna eat that has gluten in it is some smoke sticks and a Bucky's brisket sandwich. I'll die that way. I'm happy to know that's the last gluten thing I've ever eaten.
Okay,
And then it turns out I didn't have a gluten allergy, and I just sometimes if I eat too much gluten, I have a stomach ache. It's just a bad reaction. But
Interesting. Okay.
so at least I'm not allergic. I just if I
Yeah,
eat.
thank goodness.
But that's the Bucky's story. And on the way back, I drink both the big 44-ounce thing of blue cream soda, which it's just so good.
God. Is that
So
like
good.
Big Blue, kind of?
Yeah, it's like Big Blue.
Cool.
It's
Love
really,
Except it
really
also
good.
tastes like cream as well as
Pure
blue.
sugar. Cream.
See,
So
it's so
good.
weird that you guys find ways to enjoy your like drives and like have fun stopping on the side of the road. We don't do that where I live.
Yeah, I mean,
Really?
Well, I mean, it takes like half an hour to go like 2
well,
miles.
I can talk about the music that we listen to on the way there.
Please don't. I don't need to
Oh,
know.
no. That is. Wait,
Wait,
can I take over for this one?
Yeah,
go
sure.
ahead.
If you would like the music and the playlist, you would have to go to the I think the TASA vice presidents and fellow Aggie-Sama member Calvin Nguyen.
Now, here's what you do. You go to the link that's going to be in the YouTube description to join the
Yep.
Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
join the
then-
Discord, everybody, and
Let's say you can't link the music. But some of my favorite all-time hits. I will just say. Can I even say the name of that song?
you
The song.
can't say.
I can't say. It's a
Why
really.
did you
it's-
bring it
Can you
up?
say the artist?
All I'm
You
gonna
say
say.
the artist,
it's a-
yeah.
Who is even the artist? I don't even know. I've heard the name of the artist, dude. I don't remember. All I know is that his best song is a remix of Sicko Mode.
Yep. I think his name is Kuroni.
Yeah. It's a really good remix of Sicko Mode with a certain letter replacing the S in Sicko Mode.
Yeah. Kusora.
I already know
Kusorare.
it's this fucking.
Yep. That was the best part
Why?
about that was every single time Brendan turned on the fucking car, that music started playing. For some reason, it auto default his music in the car to the goddamn songs.
I found the guy. Why did you listen to this?
We listened to it. Poor Alex. That was funny though. So there was that. Did we have any other good stories other than that? We had Brendan literally spending 3 minutes to try and find where he was supposed to put his card in at the parking machine, and
Yep,
he
putting it in the credit card receiver.
he put it in the credit card receiver, and then he just straight up put it in one of the crevices between like the bottom of the fucking thing.
Oh my
He just put
god.
Oh my god.
Now, it is all right for us to talk about him in this way because he is an alumni. And
He's a alumni. He's okay. I mean, he's one of our friends too, so we're
he's
allowed
one of
to.
us.
Unfortunately.
And that was great. We had what was it? The horrible. We had Xander making us miss a turn. That
Mhm.
cost us like 10 minutes and made us miss being able to park right in front of the convention center.
Yep.
Because Xander called, messed up the GPS, so we actually missed a turn. And that was really nice.
It's always Xander. He's always
You're
messing
president,
everything up.
everybody.
Yeah. We missed a turn because of that, and then we didn't get to park in front of the convention center. Other than that, we watched we watched Family Guy and American Dad for one night. That was a good night.
Outside of all the Top Gun, yeah.
All the Top Gun, some American Dad. Also, we also ate Chipotle while watching the A&M game for a bit. But
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Anna? Any interesting stories that happened outside the con?
Well, I have one convention story that I think I told on the last podcast I was on, but I don't know. I can just tell it again.
Yeah.
Because a lot of cosplayers can learn from my mistake here.
Oh no.
This was 2016 probably. It was at A Fest, which is like a smaller version of A-Con in Dallas. And I was wearing my Kirino wig and just like they're called kigurumis, but it's like an animal onesie you know?
Mhm.
And so I was wearing this fox onesie, and this girl and her brother, they seem to be about my age, maybe slightly older. Um, this was 2016, so I was about 16 years old. They come up to me and they ask for a picture. And I was like, yeah, of course. And then, even though I wasn't really in cosplay, I was like, whatever. You know, still had the wig, still had some makeup on, so I was like, yeah, sure. So we take a picture together, just a regular picture. We're putting up our peace signs and whatnot. And then the girl that was taking the like in the picture with me, she turns to me and she's like, "Now can we take a picture of me pretending to spank you?"
What?
Yeah, you heard that
Um,
correctly. You heard that correctly. She
Scusi?
asked to spank me, and I was so baffled that she had even asked. I said yes.
What?
I said yes.
What?
And not only did I bend over, but I like got on the ground and she pretended to spank me with her sandal. So,
Anna.
don't let people convince you to take a picture, or don't like give in to the peer pressure if you're a fellow cosplayer. Just say no. You know, have some boundaries, because I sure as did not, and I still have the
Oh.
picture on my Instagram, so you know.
Wait,
That's my.
You do? Wait, I gotta go find
It's
this.
Wait,
Now.
way down, but
I
my
will.
goodness.
I will hunt this one up. I
it's
must know.
I think that's the cringiest story I have about a con. So
I'm scrolling through the Insta
there you
right now.
go.
That's what I'm doing too.
It's way down there, but please don't put it on the stream.
Alright,
It's
alright,
actually
bet.
telling the story is one thing, but seeing the picture, you gotta be exclusive. You gotta be a follower to
Oh, true.
see that shit.
Oh my god, why would you do this?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm liking this picture.
Oh my god.
It was so awkward, but I was just like, I was 16. I was very confused by the question, so I was just like, yeah, whatever. Like, it's fine. Let me just get on the ground real quick.
Oh my
So
god.
that's it.
Oh my
Oh
god.
Probably my
my
most
God.
memorable convention story.
That's... Oh, I can't believe that actually happened. Ah.
With
On
her
a moment.
sandal.
I'm feeling
then,
secondhand embarrassment.
We just like followed each other on Instagram, and now we like keep up with each other's lives.
On a moment.
What?
Yep, just an Anna moment. Anna moment.
Anna on a moment.
This was your alter ego.
I'm about
Fair
to
enough.
trademark Anna. I'm about to
Honestly-
be the only person that's allowed to call you Anna.
Yeah, you should.
Honestly.
Honestly?
Glad to see we're on the same page.
See, people did
Evan.
catch on. People did catch on.
I was a little late to the game, but I got there eventually.
Oh my god, I just keep coming back. It's so painful to look at.
Yeah, I don't even know why I posted it on my. Like, why would I admit to this? I don't. Oh, wait, no, it's 2014? Okay, that explains a little more, you know?
I'm cleansing
Very
this
young.
with pictures of your dog.
Young baby Anna. So, that's it.
Okay,
That's all I
alright.
got.
We are not going to discuss that anymore.
Nope.
So,
With
Would you
that,
like a better topic to end on?
yeah,
sure,
let's end on
please.
something else.
All right. So this may not be completely on topic, but
That's
I've got a question for you, Anna.
What's
I
up?
believe the other two in the call may hate me for this, but I've got
Please don't.
a very important question.
I'm
Please don't.
scared. Okay, what?
Now, would you rather
No.
have unlimited bacon
No.
but no games?
With
No
what?
games. Okay.
No game.
Okay.
Or all right. Games. You have unlimited games,
Oh shoot.
but no games.
But no bacon?
But no game.
Wait,
No,
wait,
no.
what? What? Excuse me? Are you trying to melt my mind right now?
No, very simple question. All right.
Can you repeat it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Unlimited bacon, but no games. Or you have games. Unlimited games, but no games.
I'm so confused. What? I mean,
A simple
obviously,
answer.
It's very simple. You know?
Very simple. Simple as.
Obviously the bacon, right? Because you
But
only
why?
because otherwise the other answer just cancels out.
No. I don't think you're fully understanding it. You get unlimited games,
But you get no games.
but no games. Yes.
What? No. I'm still taking the bacon.
All
So
right. There you have it,
the
folks.
psychology major doesn't get the psychology question. All right, that's
I
Mitch.
really don't understand.
That's Mitch.
Am I this dead?
I'm making a poll real
Clearly,
quick.
she can't think about it properly, you know, Sam.
All right, I'm making a poll real quick.
No games.
So we're just gonna have a
Unlimited
quick
games.
poll. So let's just check this real quick, everybody. All right. So I'm gonna have to type in 1. If you wait, how do I get this to show?
Is it best to do this in Twitch chat instead of general and Aggie-Sama, though?
Honestly, yeah, we'll probably just do this in the server. I actually have never
Why
done
do we
polls
have
on here before. I'll
11
figure it out later.
viewers
Yep.
in like the last minute of the podcast? That's
Oh.
crazy.
Yeah.
Showing up.
We're making moves. All right. Well,
Where
on
is
that stunning note, that beautiful piece of wisdom from Sam right here, I'd like to formally conclude the second official episode of the Aggie-Sama podcast. Thank you, Evan, Sam, and Anna, for joining us.
Of course.
Thank you for
been a pleasure.
having us, Connor.
Thank you for
You're a
having us,
wonderful
Connor.
host.
And thank
you for having us,
for the
Connor, and
bacon.
thank you for tanking my rank in League. Thank you.
Thank you,
I
viewers, for
have
showing
not
up.
played ranked with you.
Yes.
You tanked my MMR. That's all I care about.
It's Norm's MMR. Who cares?
Listen, I'm playing with fucking retards now. It's your fault.
You flashed into tower and died. I don't know what you want me to do.
Okay.
See, I agree with this guy.
I've got a certain Pike game that would like to argue with who's griefing me.
Somebody thinks
Okay,
this was a
I
very
told you I was
based
griefing, though.
episode.
It was a very based episode. Wait, give me a second. I'll make it more based real quick, just to end it off.
Based.
So, what we're going to do is we are going to create something very based, very based. So I'm going to take this image right here and using assets that were already created for the server, which you can join to get all of these emotes, by the way, based from everyone.
Mic check.
Hello.
Hello.
Check.
All
Testing,
right.
testing, 1, 2.
Let's go.
Mic
All right. My computer hasn't died yet, so I think we're good.
All right.
Okay.
All right, and I have that. All right. So welcome to the second official Aggie-Sama podcast. I'm your host, Connor. Then let's let everyone else do their introductions.
I'll start. Hi, I'm Evan. I'm definitely really calm right now. That's about it. I mean, hi, I'm Evan, your general officer. Go, Sam.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm the single unlanded peasant allowed onto the podcast. It's a pleasure representing the masses.
I'm Anna, our PR officer, public relations and social media, whatnot. And yeah, I'm happy to be here.
And so the topic that we are going to be discussing today is cons, also known as conventions, and cosplay. So let's kick it off.
All right. Let's just jump right into it. So
Let's jump right into it.
let's just jump right into it. So this was Sam's first con. This was my fourth. And what was this for you, Anna?
Oh God. I don't even know. Maybe like my 8th or 9th.
Wow, big numbers over here.
I've been to a
Oh,
lot
wow,
of
a bit of an
conventions.
expert we've got in the room. But this was a pretty good weekend. San Japan is usually like I would say it's like the third or fourth biggest con in Texas behind A-Con. I don't know where Ikki-Con ranks here. I think it's either Ikki-Con or San Japan that's third biggest. Usually the
Isn't
Matsuri is the
Matsuri
biggest.
up
Yeah,
there?
Yeah.
Matsuri is the biggest by far. But
Really bigger than A-Con though?
yeah, it is. I'm pretty positive it's way bigger than A-Con. But
Wow, that's impressive.
somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But it was this San Japan was a bit interesting because it's obviously this was the first con I've gone since we're like in a weird transition between COVID and non-COVID, so it was a bit weird. Masks were required and whatnot, kind of added to people's cosplays sometimes, kind of didn't sometimes. But overall, I think at least for my opinion, it was a pretty good con. There was a lot of good panels that I didn't get to go to because I was in the merch stalls the whole time. But I don't know what you guys.
expected the masks to be a lot more of an issue than they were, but they really didn't detract too much from the cosplay. And
Yeah,
if you wanted to like take pictures without them, you could always do it on the Riverwalk, so that gave you another option, which I thought was cool. 'Cause it's just such a nice scenery anyways.
yeah. Sam, what do you think?
No, similar opinions all around.
It's pretty good. I think we're just gonna we're gonna start from the beginning of the con. I think I'm just gonna start from me and Sam's perspective here. So I'm gonna say the Airbnb story, so it's done and over with, and it's
Yes.
out there.
Well, it's fresh on your mind. Go ahead.
So the Airbnb story was like 3 months before. So I roomed with Sam, Praise the Force Alex. That's Praise the Force Alex in Discord. So, and then I roomed with Wolfer and Brendan, and then Sam. Now we didn't. I got a pretty good priced Airbnb for like the location was really good. It was
For
about
downtown for sure.
yeah, it was really good location, and it was in North San Antonio too. So I didn't expect anything crazy. I was like, man, there's got to be a catch here. So we actually go there. That's when I mean, when we
Can I do us driving into the area?
yeah, you can
Yeah,
go
give
ahead
us
and do us
the-
driving
So-
in.
Give
So
us
we're
a
on the
point of view.
highway. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
All right, so we're on the highway overlooking San Antonio. You see some of the old buildings to our right. We see the full city to our left. We're going through, and then we take a right-hand turn onto just general suburban roads. There's a convenience store. There's a gas station. There's a man.
Let's see. You're talking about the driver, the guy that pulled up next to us, and literally.
No! I forgot about him. There's just you can go ahead with that.
Yeah, we had a guy when we were about to turn down this road that really set the tone for what we were about to be witness to. This guy rolled down his window and was like making hand motions at Brendan, who was driving the car at the time. He's like just making a bunch of random hand motions, and he has a really beat up car, rolled down windows. It's really bad, and he's just making a ton of these really strange hand motions as if he's telling Brendan to get over, and Brendan rolls down the window, is like, "What, bro? I don't know. I can't hear you." So I mean that was just the first taste, and then obviously the guy told us to move over so he could get into our lane and then get right back into the same lane he was just in, which really was interesting. And I'll let Sam keep going from there.
Yeah, and so eventually, after doing that whole dance for about 2 lights, we finally make our right-hand turn, and then pulling out of the 7-Eleven parking lot is a man in a wheelchair, in one of those super advanced electric wheelchairs, with nothing but a hospital gown on. He waits his turn, takes a right-hand turn into the turn lane, goes down about 200 feet, and then takes a left down a street.
I didn't even know that I don't think it's like a part of the legal road, but he really just wanted to be a car. I think he just felt like he was in a car.
He identified as an automobile.
Yeah. And we drive a little bit up further, and we've got like graffiti on the walls. There's multiple people on the streets that could potentially be doing some kind of drug.
Or dealing said drug, perhaps.
Yeah, it was
doing that on that daily hustle,
It was pretty spooky. And then we got to where the community college one, and it was like literally really just like it was like a complete snap. There's tennis courts. It was really nice. It looked like a really nice like old vintage area. There's really nice older buildings, and then where we turned into, it was we spent like 10 minutes trying to find the Airbnb.
Yeah, and Jamie, if you can pull up the picture I sent you.
Yeah, I just got it. And also, can we not call me Jamie, please? I know I'm literally him,
right.
but I'm better in every way. Also,
Yes,
we have a question from the chat. I'm going to be chat's representative today. We have a certain Hyper Knackle saying, does San Antonio have wheelchair lanes?
No, it doesn't. He was literally in a genuine turn lane.
Well, you never know. None of us have lived in San Antonio, so they could be just, like a central sidewalk.
He was actually in a turn lane, though, with a car behind him. So I don't know if you can say that. But we had when we got to the house, so the house was advertised as a house. Not
Oh,
against. Yeah.
Wait, before we get to the house, there's a picture I took out of your back window. And I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure if
gotcha.
you can tell, but on the right, there's a pristine looking Ford Model T just
Oh,
sitting
that's
out
right.
there, parked. And then across the street from it, what even was that? Do you remember?
And nobody
It
know. I
looks
don't
like
think
an
any of
armored
us knew.
car.
Yeah, it looked like an armored car, but nobody had any idea. It's
Yeah,
very old.
yeah, and then I don't think I actually sent you the image, but later on we would find an actual like army jeep from Vietnam era.
Yep.
What?
That's pretty sick, though.
Yeah, and then we got to we got to the Airbnb, and we literally we had no idea where it was, because all of these houses are like really big houses on a very small. It's kind of like if you think of like what an old, with the very big old houses, and how they're very weird and very hard to get into, a lot of back alleys and whatnot. We got into we find after like going 3 laps around this house, we finally figured out that it was down the back alley next to the house, and it was the guest house behind the house.
Oh.
Doing what it was. Now this little shack looked so sketch from the outside. It looked like like when you have those grandmothers out in the middle of the country where they just throw a bunch of random shit into their yards. That's
Oh, yeah.
basically what it was. There's like a bunch of random chairs everywhere. The excuse the lady gave me was that it's like, oh, don't mind the driveway. It's under renovation. Even though the driveway really wasn't being renovated, there was just a bunch of random shit everywhere.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, I'm
And
pretty sure there were a few multicolored flamingos. There might have been a garden gnome or two.
yeah, it was very strange.
Such a scene.
Now the actual guest house itself was, I mean, it was like what we paid for. It was fine. I think it was. There's like obviously like the shower. The shower had more pressure than most thermal hydro dams that I've seen. Like that thing, you turn that on and your body would get slammed into the floor.
Yeah,
But
it was an exfoliant. That's probably the best way to
I
put
kind
it.
of like that.
yeah, I liked it. I got a nice
Nothing
massage on my
forward.
back from it. Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
felt good. There was 2 bedrooms, and then we had like most people sleep in the couch. Like the reason we had 2 people, everybody slept on the couch, is because there was the window AC there, the couch. So, and there's
Okay.
also the weirdest thing about this one though. There's just a random aquarium under the TV, like a pretty big aquarium with like 4 or 5 fish in it.
Yeah, it was just in the what do you call those?
A living room?
No, the stand.
Oh yeah. In the TV stand. I think it's like TV stand, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's just a
Like
big aquarium.
console kind of thing.
Yeah, there's just a
Yeah.
big aquarium. So that was nice. Every time we drove home from the con, it was actually a terrifying experience.
Yeah, so
I
question
was
for the boys
worried.
while we're still on the topic of the house. How much did you guys cuddle that night? Just
I
curious.
locked my door. So
Really, the only amount of cuddling that was
Missing
done,
out.
I think, was every time Brendan went to sleep somewhere. 'Cause he's a big dude, right? Big
Yeah.
dude. So first night he slept next to me. I scared him off, and then he went to go sleep on the couch.
Aw, poor guy.
You know, I think he just got bored of me. Oh no.
that was the living situation. It was it's kind of terrifying thinking my car was going to get robbed every night. But in the end, everything was fine. And it turned out fine. So
Very nice.
that's the Airbnb story. That was the nightmare we went through.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the convention. And let me say,
Hold on.
this
Hold on a second. Anna, how was the girls' house?
Oh, that's right. The girls.
Okay, so
Oh,
our
there's more?
Airbnb, the house itself was very nice, very renovated. There was actually like a fence around the entire place, where you could like open up this gate manually and drive 2 cars in there. Um, but the surrounding area, very, very sketch. Quite questionable. There were stray dogs everywhere. There was a stray cat underneath one of our cars in the morning. There was just like people blasting really loud Mexican music, which hey, I'm here for it, but like, whew, it was an interesting wake up call. Um, but yeah, the house itself super nice. Uh we had 6 girls and it was like a 3-bedroom house, so 2 girls per room, and it was very comfortable. Very nice bathrooms, nice place for the price for sure. So we were overall satisfied, but definitely a little sketched out to be out at night. So
I think the term really is just that San Antonio is a sketchy town.
I mean, downtown,
Even
yeah.
downtown. No, okay. There's another story. If you think downtown ain't sketchy, wait till Brendan tries to take you down 6th Street at like
Oh no.
1 a.m.
Oh,
to go to
gosh.
CVS. Okay.
What the fuck? Why
So
would you do that?
Brendan was like, "Okay, I need to go to CVS, guys. Can we just go to the CVS over here?" Brendan, not looking at the like eight. I looked down the street that we had to walk down. I'm like, Brendan, I'm pretty sure this is 6th Street, and he's like, no, it's fine, it's just over there. So we start walking down this road, and we have like 8 people, at least like 8 people just come up and like just like we do literally just come and like, yo, bro, I'm a local rapper, young talent. You want me? Yo, you please let me hear my music. I was actually terrified, and I was like, I turned to Brendan and I was like, this is one of those moments where I want a taser, and then Brendan gave up halfway through because it was too scary for all of us. And he was like, yeah, my bad, guys. It was a bit spooky.
Yeah,
So,
'cause apparently the CVS was actually down on the Riverwalk, and the advertisement was just for the road connecting it. So you would actually have to go down a dark, unlit back alley down to the river to get to the CVS.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Yeah. But other than that, I actually had the opposite experience. I felt very safe down there because there were so many bouncers.
oh yeah, there were bouncers everywhere.
That's good.
The bouncers were nice, but that's San Antonio 6th Street. That's
Yeah.
that's that. Now we went to an anime convention. That also happened. This was
Yeah.
like I said. I think this is
Okay.
Sam. Yeah, I know. This is Sam's first anime convention, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it. Sam, how was your first convention?
Yeah, what
It
were
was
your first
pretty nice,
impressions?
actually. I quite enjoyed it. There were a lot of things that were surprising to me, especially having gone to an unrelated convention beforehand. Yeah, I don't know. Should I get into those or?
The magic convention you went to? Magic?
Oh no, just
Or,
my just more of the surprises.
Feel
the
free.
surprises. Go right ahead.
For it.
We're here for
Yeah.
a long time.
All right, neat. Probably one of the biggest things that surprised me about it was how do I put this right? There were a lot of women there.
Yeah.
This can
Yeah.
only go bad.
Listen, that's
This
how you define me.
This can only end bad. This has like 3 roads. All of them are bad.
I
but
don't
go and
see
take
this ending badly. I don't see the same perspective, guys.
No, it's because
Okay.
you've got the
Women are
general
great.
stereotype of
Yeah.
anime being a very, very male-oriented thing, both especially in the West. And then, wow, Anna, love you to death. Sorry, Anna.
It's
It is
Anna.
Anna.
It
but
is
Anna.
Anna.
Sorry.
I miss with
You're
so many
fine.
people by calling her Anna.
I hate you so much. We haven't spoken a whole lot. I understand. I don't speak with very many of my female friends in the
members?
club. Yes, club members. There's the word. Thank you. So my view of the club is very male oriented. So I was
that.
pleasantly surprised.
They come
at
out
that.
of the woodwork for the conventions.
They do. It's cosplay. It's really
It
because of
is the
cosplay.
cosplay.
I
True,
think.
and that's the second thing is there was a lot more cosplay than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's definitely because I mean the demographic is a lot of women because it's cosplay. That's why. It's really it.
Well, I mean, they still like anime, but I think
Yeah, they
that
like anime,
they're a
but
lot
it's
like the males are a lot more participatory. I don't know what the right word is. In like the Discord settings and like the voice chat settings, and I don't think that maybe that doesn't appeal to women as much. I'm not really sure. I don't really know why it is, but
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
No, it was definitely cool. It was very interesting to see.
Mhm.
I was actually, I mean, even me, I'd been to a lot of cons. I was still even pleasantly surprised with the amount of women there. It's really good to see though, because it means the demographic is becoming more accessible to everybody. So
Yeah.
Much more normalized, I would say.
yeah, it's just a good thing to see overall.
Yeah.
But
More weebs means more friends.
if we're going to the topic of cosplay though, all right.
Okay.
God.
Wait, all right. I need everybody's top 3 favorite cosplays. Sam, we can't copy, so I'm gonna take the 3 that you have too. The top
you.
one, the top
This is,
one
I can't believe you're doing this to me.
No,
You're actually doing.
You saw at the convention?
yeah, that we saw at the convention. The top
Oh,
one
God.
I saw personally was the UN Peacekeepers.
Dude, we needed a picture of them so badly, and we never got one. So if you don't know what UN peacekeepers are, slight little political education here, geopolitical education here. UN has like a force that they send to war-torn countries to like protect peace, and they wear blue UN caps and like army gear, and something that not a lot of people know. But straight up, we did see an entire squad of UN peacekeepers, and they went to the political what was it, the political history, and
Yeah,
in terms of
Weeb's
anime,
political history.
yeah, a Weeb's political history program panel, and they were sitting right in the front row with us. In this panel, by the way, I also won a poster. I'll talk about that later, though, when we
Yeah,
talk
I
about
posters,
want to know
actually.
about this.
Oh, is it
this,
the
panel.
Yuri Yuri one?
No.
We'll get to that
We'll
one.
get to this later.
God.
I'll save it for
No.
panels. I'll save this panel. I'll save this for panels. But that was my number one. The second one I saw that I thought was really cool was the what was it? It was the Five Nights at Freddy's one.
Yep, the one that won the cosplay contest.
Yeah, that one was insane. Like, also Sam, you can't copy me, by the way, because I'm realizing how hard this was for me.
Yeah, thanks.
But like the Five Nights at Freddy's one was crazy. Like I liked the UN Peacekeeping Force one only because of the creativity. I was just like, wow, that's really stupid. That gave us ideas, but I mean, my third favorite one was probably when I was in the merch stalls. I was by myself, unfortunately, but I did in fact see somebody cosplaying as Neptune from what is the game called? The game that's on my wall behind me. Hyperdimension Neptunia, the game I definitely have played like over 1,000 hours in and all like 10 games of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never seen anybody cosplay Neptunia before, so that was really cool. And those are my top 3 cosplays.
See, it's funny you say you haven't seen anyone cosplay it when there was a car that was cosplaying.
Okay, the cars don't count.
The car absolutely counts.
Okay, buddy.
I'm with Sam on this one. The car does count as a cosplay.
I see. Well, and luckily for me, I didn't. Well, the cars were very impressive, but I've got 3 others, probably. Probably my favorite one outside of any of those that you said was the Umbrella Corporation soldiers.
Oh yeah, those were good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I forgot about the Team Rocket people.
Oh gosh, you're right.
Okay. I'll talk
Don't worry,
about.
I'll talk about them second. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, you talk about it.
So the Umbrella Corporation soldiers from the Resident Evil franchise. Not sure if anyone knows. There are about 20 of them there, all dressed in very similar uniforms, all military grade gear. Probably not. I don't know. I just thought that was very interesting. I think it was the largest cosplay group there. I want to say.
It was definitely up there. It was either that or the Team Rocket people.
Yeah. Then there was another group cosplaying Team Rocket. They had a Texas Team Rocket flag with them, and a guy with them selling slowpoke tails.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
They had Giovanni and everything. It was actually really, really well done.
Wait, I'm gonna get an elaboration
on that. It was
on
insane
that.
How well done. Yeah,
we should slowpoke tails.
Yeah, they were selling slowpoke tails.
Yeah, guy was doing a New York accent with it too.
Like keychains or like just like
raw
pieces
it was
of
like
meat.
No, they made stuffed slowpoke tails, put them in a box.
In a box.
Yeah, selling them for I think they said
999 something crazy, some crazy amount of Poké dollars. I don't remember the reference. I don't remember the exact number from Gen 1, but it was that number. It was the number from the first game. So
it was probably a billion minus one.
I love the Team Rocket Texas flag. That was cool. They had when we actually encountered them, they were walking on the sidewalk and they told us to get out of the way because they had important people coming through. So they played the characters too, which is really nice.
I love when people get fully
in
character and just act it out as if they were the character. That's the best.
That's what we were gonna do. We'll talk about it. We'll wait for after you're done, Anna. It's your go, Anna. What were your 3 favorite cosplays?
I don't know if I actually have 3, but
it's fine.
All of the Genshin cosplays that I saw were phenomenally done. Just just to take on that
Mhm.
kind of project with that amount of detail is insane to me.
Especially when like not a lot of like pre-builts are available for that right now because it's still so new.
Yeah.
But
And honestly, I was kind of like, I get really scared to take pictures of other cosplayers in a weird way. So I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention. I kind of like tunnel visioned a little bit with the merch and whatnot. But not last year, but 2019, I saw a Monster Hunter World Nergigante armor cosplay, and that was so incredible. Just like, I don't know if you guys have seen the armor, but it's just all these like spikes and scales, and it's incredibly intricate. And I was just like, I
I'll pull it
have
up
to
real
take a
quick.
picture with you.
What's it
It was
called?
beautiful.
Nergagon.
Nergigante, Nergigogo. Oh
All
God,
right, I got you.
Gante.
All right, give me a sec. Oh, you keep going. I have to
I
download
may have a
images.
picture of that, but whatever. But yeah, that was just a couple that made a huge impression on me. I just like seeing the craftsmanship of other cosplayers and just knowing the time that it takes to build props and armor like that. I'm just like, wow,
Yeah,
so dedicated.
I agree. I think that was like, I mean, that's kind of how I feel about art, but
Mhm.
you can say it for cosplay too. I think like
Absolutely.
that's like
Oh,
I mean
wow.
one of my big things with cosplay
Yeah.
as well is the creativity to not just do what everybody else is doing, but think like really well. That's why like a lot of mine are really just like wow, that's not something somebody would have thought of. But I do think the craftsmanship is really cool to see in a lot of people.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Connor, for the very detailed picture. That
is the armor. Yeah.
that is very impressive.
That's
It was
crazy.
insane. I was just like, I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. I was just like, wow, this woman took hours upon hours upon hours to make this thing. Insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But
Pretty cool. Now,
yeah.
with that, though, I circle back to me and Sam here because this gave me and Sam at least was the idea that we had. We wanted to do.
We had many ideas.
We got many ideas. Okay, we realized that anime cosplay isn't our thing, but cosplay of some sort would be our way.
Okay. It could
We
be a game or any kind
no,
of
not
series.
just
Hmm.
not just a game. It's reality. Okay,
Oh, okay.
I want to do personally. I want to bust out the what is that? What is that? Is that Prussian blue uniform?
Oh God, he wants to do some sort of Prussian regular.
Yeah. We want to do we want to do some history cosplay. At least me, Bowen, and Sam want to do like history cosplays. But
Can I get a weird champs in the chat?
Yeah, I can probably pull up a couple images for you to figure out what we're talking about, because there
Yeah,
is
I'm
a
a little
bit of an
confused.
issue with his proposal.
Yeah, gimme.
So
It's
hold
a
on.
uniform? I don't understand. Like a school uniform or like
no.
like a law
Military.
enforcement uniform? Okay.
Military uniform.
Yeah, military uniform. Now, here's the thing. He specified the Prussian army, but also said he wanted, the blue, the Pickelhaube, the stereotypical spike. Well, that's not really a thing.
Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
but this is where we settled in World War One, though. But
World War One, gotcha.
yeah, this is where we circled back around and like, all right, now we just want to do World War One Germany uniforms with, the spike that I
How
won't
can
try
it
and
be
pronounce.
problematic at an anime
It's
convention?
it is
Or is it just
World War One Germany. It is not even offensive. So
okay. I'm just
The
making
the
sure.
other argument to that is UN peacekeeping forces were there.
Yeah, that is true. And I saw them just walking around the Riverwalk and I was very confused. I was like, oh, are these real law enforcement people or are these just like cosplayers? Who knows?
they're the UN peacekeepers.
Okay, here we go.
Man, so sad we didn't get a picture with them.
The Prussian Landwehr Regiment, 1813 to 1815.
Is that right, Sam?
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
what's wrong with this?
No
I want
spike on
the
the helmet.
spike. I want the helmet spike. You know, like the stereotypical World War One Germany spike helmet.
Wasn't that a lot of Austria too?
Oh,
Wasn't
I
that
know
like
what you're talking about.
big in Austria?
I don't know. That's a Sam question. He's the history major in here. So
Oh, history.
Pretty sure that was Australia.
But this was the plan that came out of this. If it will ever go into action, I doubt it. Because mainly we're all too much of pussies to actually do it.
No, it's fine, Evan. I'll be the
Why?
Lulu to your cog.
Wait. Didn't I say that? What did I want? I wanted to go as Nar-Renekton. That was what I wanted to do.
Ooh,
But,
okay.
but then I realized I would be the Renekton, and I would probably get labeled the Scaly, but it'd be worth it because we get a lot of
True.
We get a lot of Reddit karma for it.
Hey.
That would
what's
require
wrong
you to
with
post that on
being a
Reddit.
Scaly?
Oh, we'd post it on Reddit. We'd post it on Reddit. We'd post it on Reddit.
Really
Wait, no, we just need
DM
somebody
it
to
to
cosplay
LS.
LS. Yeah, we'd cosplay LS, and then we have somebody go right in our Renekton. A lot. That is too hard.
I'll be
That
Nemesis.
is too hard. That's too hard of a joke to explain. So I'm just gonna move on from it.
Probably
If you get it, you get it though.
League players. Look at these guys.
Ugh,
Uh,
I'm tired.
Thank God. League
I
of
know.
Legends.
Can't handle the toxicity.
Nah.
Is there anything else anybody want to talk about with cosplay?
Well, I mean,
Um,
there's a lot more cosplay stuff.
There's a
I
lot more.
have quite a few pictures.
Yeah, I got you. Which one do you want first?
Toss it to Anne.
The one where I have the death stare is my very first cosplay with the red shirt.
Oh, that one? Okay, alright, I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I got
yeah.
you. Give me like 5 seconds.
So my very first cosplay was probably in 2014, and this was Ellie from The Last of Us,
I think this is it.
classic PS3
Oh, God.
game. I
Maybe
look really kind of scary in this picture, but
This one right here?
it's okay. Yes, that's it.
Oh, no, am I allowed to make a joke about this?
Sure,
You
go
know who
for
you
it.
look like? You look like
Ooh.
Sam from iCarly.
Oh shit! Wait, that's kind of a compliment. All right, I'll take it. But yeah, I just kind of threw some fabric paint onto a t-shirt, cut it up, dirtied my face up, and then like threw some fake blood on it. It was really fun. I got a couple of pictures taken with me, so that was nice. I was just like, I think it was like my second convention that I actually did a cosplay, but very fun time, very easy. I really hope somebody has played The Last of Us and understands this.
I understand. I get
Good,
this.
good.
We're
We
good.
are
Dan-
gamers. We understand.
We
the
are
game.
God.
Gamers rise up.
gamers. In fact, rise up.
And then the next like big cosplay that I did was Latifah, Princess Latifah from oh gosh, Amagi Brilliant Park.
Oh,
If
yeah.
y'all have seen that.
I love that show.
Banger OP.
Really, really cute
Oh,
anime.
God.
But my mom helped me make this big old ball gown looking thing, which was really fun, but a huge undertaking.
Picture go sideways. Give me like 5 seconds.
Picture
Picture go sideways and also picture large. So
picture huge. But yeah, I went to like a local park to take pictures of this cosplay with my mom, and this little girl like was whispering to her mom. She was like, "Oh my God, there's a princess!" And I was like,
That's
"Oh,
cute.
honey, I'm really not. I'm really not. Don't even worry about it."
there we go.
That's
That's really
awesome.
good. Wow.
Thank you.
Oh.
It took a lot of time, but my mom was a master seamstress. So yeah, she helped me out a lot, and that was pretty much the biggest cosplay I've done. It's just too much work. And since then I've only done like a few pre-bought cosplays where I just had to like adjust the wig and whatnot. So yeah, that's some of my experience.
Oh, we were
Um,
gonna. What happened to the plan that we were going to do? I don't know if you remember this, Anna, but there was like a plan before COVID for the San Japan before COVID hit. We were gonna do like a Demon Slayer group. We were all gonna go as Demon Slayers.
Yeah, as the what is it called?
The core,
Oh, yeah.
the pillars. We're gonna do the pillars, and then we were gonna have. What was it? It was Kim. Was Kim gonna be Nezuko? And then
Oh my God.
what was it? And then we were gonna put Kim inside a box.
I think so. I think that was the plan.
I couldn't
And then all
re-
the other Hashira.
Yeah, all the Hashiras and pillars. So I was gonna be Tsunemi. I was gonna work out for that too. I was actually so ready to do it, and then COVID hit. I was so sad. That was the
Hey.
closest I ever came to actually wanting to do cosplay. Like
Next year.
seriously.
Demon Slayer will still be popping off, so we might as well just do it.
True. Maybe
We
season 2 will
could.
be out by then.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Then we'll have more hype for it.
Exactly.
And I think we can still do it.
I
Exactly.
hope we can.
Nothing's stopping us, you know?
Well, Kim won't be here anymore.
Well,
Don't worry,
we
I'll be
could
your
force him
Nezuko.
down text. That's fine.
Aww.
Aw.
I ship it.
wait, who's gonna be Tanjiro? I'm
Like what?
confused.
I don't know. I was trying to remember who's going to be Tanjiro. I couldn't remember if it was going to be like Kim was going to be Tanjiro, and then
What
we're going to
about
make
Blake?
Spencer Nezuko, and then throw Spencer in the box. But
Oh my
that
god,
makes more
Spencer
sense,
in the
though.
box would be perfection.
yeah, it was going to be Kim walking out with Spencer in a box. That was going to be. I think that's what it was. And we
sounds
had.
beautiful.
I was going to be Tsunami. I know David was going to go with something. Oh man. Like.
I don't know who I'd be. I'd probably like to
yeah.
be Shinobu, but that's kind of idealist.
The only issue with this is that like it's very very normal for people to do Demon Slayer cosplays because like everybody does Demon Slayer cosplay. This time it was really just Genshin. It was like Genshin.
True.
It was Genshin and
So
Demon
much
Slayer.
Genshin.
So,
There's
someone
a
just brought it
lot
up
of-
in the chat
I
that
loved it.
50% of the cosplay at Matsuri was also just Demon
Yeah,
Slayer.
it's because it's really popular. Like I mean, if you've never been to a con before, expect to see a lot of the same cosplay over and over again. It's,
Yeah,
it's
but that
kind of
makes
just people
it
have
cool for
it
groups,
does.
though,
Yeah, it
you
makes it
know?
cool for groups, and I think honestly, go whatever you want. I'm not judging
Yeah.
people for doing that.
Well, on the
But it's like-
topic of groups, though, we didn't get to do the Demon Slayer one, but we did get to
Where's this
have
going?
one group.
Oh, we
from the
did have a
club.
group.
We did have a group.
Oh,
We had-
Anna.
We had
Ooh.
Anna was part of it.
Ooh,
We
no, I'm
had
just kidding.
the JJK group.
We sure did. It was really fun. Honestly, walking around in a group cosplay is not at all like walking around as a single cosplayer. It was like we had so many people come up to us when we were all walking together to take our picture and just like we just did different poses and whatnot, and I thought it was so fun. I don't know. Like I never want to do another single cosplay now that I've done a group because it's like I don't know, it's just really invigorating to just I don't know, you just feed off the energy of the other
Yeah.
people and
Yeah.
you're just like, wow. And
I
it
think
doesn't
I
put as
hard
much
agree.
pressure on you to be like, soloist.
Solo, yeah, I definitely agree. Like, I don't think I'd ever cosplay single. It would have to be in a large group because I think it's just more fun.
Oh
It
yeah.
feels like there's more impact to everything you're doing, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
That
don't know.
makes I think it makes it easier for other people to approach as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Just better all
So-
around.
Such a blast.
Didn't you
Had
guys
a
go to
great
the Jujutsu?
What?
To the Jujutsu Kaisen fan meetup?
We did. Yep.
How
And
many-
they like took
How
How
many
many
people?
people?
Should, yeah.
oh gosh, I want to say like maybe 50 people, maybe more than that.
That's pretty good.
We need some
Huh.
confirmation from Xander in the chat in there, but there was quite a few, and they like did different had different characters come up and take pictures together in different groups, and then they had one where we all went up there, so that was really cool. Gave everyone some time in the spotlight, which I thought was neat. So it was a good time.
That's good.
Xander is saying that at least 60 people were at the meetup, but not
Mhm.
all of them were cosplaying.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
A large majority though.
But I think I hope we do a group cosplay for the next con that we do as a club. I don't know
I
if that's
think
going
it's
to
a
be Icky.
must.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be Icky. I think I'm debating whether or not I want to go to Icky because Icky's in my city, so I don't have to buy a hotel. It's cheaper for me, but at the same time, I'm broke.
When is Icky?
Also over New Year's.
It's also over New Year's. Yeah, they
It
picked a
is.
really bad time.
Oh, well, I'm not going to be in town then.
Interesting.
They
Yeah.
picked a really bad time for it. It's just really unfortunate because they have a new venue and everything for it. They moved hotels. IckyCon's gonna be doing out of a new hotel, better parking supposedly, better area. So
Mhm.
I kind of want to go, but at the same time, I know I'll spend more money than I have if I go. Which I don't know if I want to segue into merch just yet, but I can
Yeah.
probably use that as a segue into merch if we're okay with that.
Yeah, I'm
And
done with my
that
stuff,
brings
so.
Could always cycle back around. It's fine.
Yeah, we can. That brings us to the what I consider to be the biggest topic of anime cons. It's like usually you can argue it's either cosplay or merch. For me, it's merch. This is something I have learned after 4 cons that there's a lot of lessons that you can definitely take when going to anime cons when it comes to merch. But there are usually 2 types of merch you can buy. You can buy artist merch or you can buy vendor merch. The difference between the two is that artist merch typically have no sponsored things. They're all self-creations that they made themselves. They can be anything from like keychains to prints to wall scrolls, tapestries. I think those are the same thing, but
Not quite, but similar.
yeah, stickers. While vendors are gonna be people retailing actual like sponsored
Official merch.
official merch. Right. So you get your Nindroids, your figures, official wall scrolls,
Official
again,
keychains.
official keychains like that. And the biggest thing I learned from this con specifically is that the artist gallery is genuinely my favorite thing about conventions, period.
I'm gonna second that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The artist gallery makes it feel like there is a reason you went to the convention specifically instead of just going online. There's a lot of like really good deals you can get in the vendors booth where you can get a lot of really nice stuff. But I don't know if Connor, if you could pull up the picture of my prints. But the actual quality of some of these pieces of artwork are just insane. And San Japan didn't even have as much as Ikicon usually does, or even like Matsuri. It's really you can't get most of this stuff online. A lot of these artists I never would have heard of if I had not actually gone to this convention. I at least got 3 artists' Twitters from this, and like actually am actively following it. So I'm gonna run these down from top to bottom. Ignore the 3 fade posters at the top; those are irrelevant. So the first one, the black and white Dororo one. This guy, we talked to the guy who got that, who did that. He literally drew these in his biology class while he was. Yeah, he drew these in his biology class while he was bored.
Wow.
Yeah, those black and white ones. So
that's kind of cracked.
Yeah, and they are beautiful. Like, I think Sam, didn't you get one from him?
I got a Dark Souls one from him.
Yeah, you got a Dark Souls one. I think Calvin got one too. I don't remember what Calvin got. But they're really, 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 really pretty. I really love those. I got a Kizuno, the one that's the Kizuno Monogatari one in the middle, the red one. That one. So I need to make sure stream's still okay.
Okay, there we go. All right, we're back. Discord just kind of died.
Okay, I was making sure stream didn't die.
Sure.
Yeah, stream's good.
Anyways, but the Kizuno Monogatari one, that was by far my favorite artist, I think, from the entire thing. If I actually walked I had to stop myself from walking near her booth because I didn't want to buy anything from her other than that, because I actually would have just bought so much. She has just incredible art. I had talked to her as well. I have her on Twitter now, and then I'm probably you can order some of her prints, but that one was really good. And the one that sold out the quickest out of all of those is the ones at the bottom, which are the Avatar ones. Those ones, we had to go me and Calvin went like super early in the morning to go get them, like right as the doors opened, because they sold out of those really, really, really sick Avatar ones in like 3 hours? Yeah, that guy was sold out completely. His entire stall was sold out.
Oh my god!
In like 5 hours. It was insane. Like
why?
They're very, 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 very good. The other one I got was a Dragon Ball foil, which I really, really like. And then finally the last 2 I got whereas I don't think it's in that picture, but it's a scenic. It's a scenic, it's like a vertical scenic one, and a really nice just OC. It's the one where she's sitting on the tree. It's a really, really just really pretty OC. I tend to buy art specifically based on how good it looks, not really much based around the character. A character can sometimes play into it, but like if I just see art that looks absolutely amazing, I will just buy it. Like the Kizuno Monogatari one, I'm not even like somebody that follows stuff like that. I just like the art, so I bought it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it looks very nice, and that's all that really matters to me. So I'll give it to somebody else because I can keep going on about how good art is for a very long time.
Oh no, that's fine.
I didn't buy as much art as I expected during this con. Usually like that's all I buy. I bought a ton of like small stuff, like a couple enamel pins and some stickers and like tiny prints. But the only two big prints that I got were this Jolene that was done in a 90s kind of style, which I thought was really, really pretty. And it was also holographic, so I was like, oh, can't pass that up. And then I also got a Josuke poster, so a bunch of JoJo shit as usual.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
I
that I
loved the
can support
style.
that.
It was gorgeous. I'll have to
can
take a
support it. I
picture.
don't know if I can.
Well, have you seen
He
the
was great.
show? Your silence is deafening.
It's probably because I forgot to push the talk button. But I've seen 3 parts of it, and I hated every single second of it. But
Sam, did you buy any art?
I did, yes. I believe I do have a picture up. Um, I think probably the best pull out of all of them was at the same place Evan was talking about with his Dororo poster. I got one for Dark Souls 3, the very final boss
Ooh,
of it. Pretty
okay.
much the guy you see on all of the official artwork for the game. Beautiful. Only issue is that it's I think it's 13 by 19, making it a massive pain to find frames for.
Mhm.
Uh,
I
luckily
feel
able to
that.
do it today, actually.
oh, you actually, yeah, because that's the other big thing with prints, specifically from the artist gallery. They aren't designed around actual, a lot of the sizes you'll get are not designed around the intention of frames. Why? I have no idea. But
It might be because are they on the A4 A3 system or
I don't know.
I bet it is A3
It
or
could
something.
be, but good luck finding frames. Usually, you're gonna have to use an oversized frame, which can
Yeah,
look
you can
fine.
always get some mat, like a mat to go around it or something.
Yeah,
yeah.
like
But I
what I
usually
did.
just throw them up with like some command strips, and that looks fine to me. I don't know. Unless it's like a big, like really nice poster, I don't usually frame mine. I kind of
Mm,
just throw them up there on the wall.
yeah, like one of them I did was like for my Gyu one that I bought from MakeyCon last year. What I actually found looked really nice is that I didn't actually put like a background on it. I just put the glass and then another thing of glass behind it. So
Hmm.
the part that's empty, because it's oversized, it's just glass and it shows into the wall, which actually makes it look really good. Makes it like punch out, and it's very, very, very nice. So uh, prints are really great, though. I feel like the thing I've learned from anime cons more and more every time I go is I just spend less and less time in vendors, and I spend more and more time in artist gallery because
Same here.
like
Oh yeah.
it just feels so much better to buy from them. It feels better to buy from them. The quality is typically better. It feels like there's a lot more care. The deals are just better. You'll get a lot of these places, like a lot of them. You could do like, oh, buy 2 get 1 free,
Oh yeah.
or a lot of them like buy 1, buy 2, buy 3, and then they start scaling down in price. And you can do that. You don't have to do that by yourself too. You can do that with somebody else. So like you can buy a print, and your friend can buy a print, and you can do a group buy, and you both get one. Like you together get 1 free.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think I did
And
that one for the vast majority of the posters I got.
mm,
as you mentioned before, just meeting the artists themselves and like they're showing off their work, and I think that's just really a special experience to be able to talk to them about how they like their thought process about creating the work and, their different passions for anime and like I don't know,
yeah.
I just think it's really special.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think talking to the artists and the artist people are fun to talk to. They
Hmm.
usually are very much wanting. They will want to talk, and they're very much. They don't feel like they how do I say this? They don't feel like a business. They just feel like people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will talk to you. You can talk to a lot of them about anime. You can talk to them a lot about where the art came from. Like I still think again the funniest story is the guy that just literally drew the art in his biology class, and he's just selling it at a con because he can, and is helping pay off his college. Like I don't know. It feels good. It just makes that feel better to buy from because like oh I'm helping this guy pay for his college by buying this. That just feels better than I go to Merchant Alley where most of these people have been doing this. This is their job, and
Right. I go to every convention.
they're not like
Very.
I only know one vendor over there, and they're very corporate, but they're still like usually the most fun people to talk to.
And that is that they only sell Nindroids usually. They sold a bit more. I forgot what they're called, but I always buy something from them just because they're fun people. And other than that, though, vendors can be very, very like serious. They're not. I don't know how to say it. Other than they're very serious. They're very. I'm kind of like destroying vendors right now, which is not the case. Vendors do have. There's a lot of good with vendors, but they can be intimidating sometimes, and they definitely can be very corporate-y. I'm going to use that as the word, where they really just care about getting a profit out of you. Sometimes they can be really. There are very instances where they can be great, but personally, I've just realized that I just spend more time in the artist gallery more and more every con I go to. So
Yeah, and I can attest to that art buying in person thing because I purchased because like they could sell online. Like I've bought official art prints from at least one artist who does stuff for Magic the Gathering, and I've got it up on my wall here at home. But man, it's just not the same with that personal experience.
Yeah, the personal experience definitely plays a lot in.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Honestly, oh, that central one. Oh boy. Look, I'm gonna go with left to right, top to bottom. All right, so top left is the one we were talking about earlier. Same artist as Evan's Dororo poster, and I think the absolute jewel of my collection at this point. I love it to death. The next three were all from the same artist, and I'm gonna get a little bit of flack for this one. We'll actually talk about the Shield Hero one. I actually panicked and got that one as the deal because, as we were talking before, as we were saying before, a lot of the artists doing the prints will discount them in bulk, and so figured, hey, I'll get two that I like, and then I panicked on figuring out the third one. So thought it was looking back on it, it's a pretty good pick, but with with the Unogasai print, I felt obliged to buy it because it was my gateway anime, and it's the reason I'm down this sinkhole of degeneracy. So I figured I'd pick up the only print at the convention that there was of it. How I'll hide it from guests and parents, I do not know. But
You don't be ashamed.
Don't
Stand
be ashamed, bro.
tall and
Put it on the
proud.
front door.
oh gosh. And then some may fight me on this, but I do consider the top right an anime. So it is an anime print from an anime con.
It counts. It
Indeed.
counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ruby is an anime.
Yeah.
We'll say it.
Yeah. Hey,
I
Monty
second
was
you on
Japanese. We can.
It's anime. It's anime.
It's anime. All right.
Also,
sweet.
Xander approves of that poster and the
Hey,
FU
hey.
one, so it has to
If
count.
Kami-sama himself supports us.
Call him God again, and then I'm going to leave.
Okay.
We don't. Your room. Your room is unlocked and open right now. Don't forget.
See, that would be scary if it wasn't for the fact that you could unlock it with Calvin's.
That's true.
With one of Calvin's cards. Okay.
You can just Kevin just pops the doors open with cards.
Yep.
What can you do?
A story for a different time.
A story
Yes,
for
and
a different time.
Yes, and then the bottom two were also from the same person. Or also from the same artist. Funny, we should bring up Calvin because he's the one who got the third. Another buy two get one free sort of deal.
Yeah. He got the really good near one that I wanted.
Yeah.
Like, I when we did the split buy, so the one I got with the Kizuna Monogatari one, I actually wanted one of the prints that Calvin got, and I thought I was getting it, or we were gonna put it in the living room. Calvin just straight up took it, so I was like, oh okay. I was like, okay, that's fine. This is okay. But I mean, I did get the other. I'm just taking the other Avatar one instead of putting it in the living room as a result. So,
looks like we need to nationalize all of our art and put it up in our wall.
True. Anna, did you buy art? And do you have the picture of the art you bought?
I only had a picture of the Jolene one, and Connor threw it up there for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'll throw it up there now.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Am
I'm
I loud
jealous.
enough now, or do I need to turn it up more?
I think you're good now.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go.
She's just so pretty. And she
That's so
said,
good.
the artist said that she did it in like a 90s kind of style with her glasses and like the jewelry and whatnot, and I just fell in love with it. It also has like a little bit of holographic flakes in it, and I was just like, oh my God, all the JoJo's. And she looks so buff. Wow. Can't say enough good things about this.
Oh no, it looks really good. I mean, it's actually just really good art. The colors. I like the toning of the colors to keep it down to like
Mm-hmm.
three or four tones. It's really really nice.
Agreed.
Very clean.
This is where God, it feels like I need like Ariana on here or something. I need expert
True. We
opinions.
need expert art critique.
Yeah.
Hey, we can make that a future podcast topic. You know, just like
True.
like
Talking about art.
art lessons with Ariana. Like viewers submitted art posts
Yeah.
and we review them.
We could get we could pull Madeline from the grave.
High key? Wait, I'm writing this
We'll
down on
hunt
our
her.
notes.
We'll
I'm writing
hunt
this
her
down on our
down.
notes. I'm kind of down.
Tear down. But no, I think what else was I gonna say? Other than I'm gonna before I go into vendors and what I think about vendors. Oh, keychains.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Keychains.
Yeah,
So
I got you.
there's
Oh, I love
also
those.
in artist gallery. There's something I didn't actually realize was actually pretty big in artist gallery is
Just
keychains.
keychains, yeah.
Yeah, and me and Sam both bought I basically virtually only bought Pokemon keychains at this because I kind of just want more Pokemon keychains instead of just purely anime girls on my keychains. That way I can just take all the anime girls off when I try to go to nuclear engineering stuff or nuclear engineering society stuff, and I look like a normal human being.
Hey, listen, you gotta wear it proud.
Yeah, I gotta wear it proud, and that's why it stays in my
Yeah,
pocket
taking
the
the
entire time.
keychains off is not gonna help you, so I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you, thanks, Anna. It's really
Yeah,
supportive right
your
now.
your wallpaper will give you away.
My
True.
wallpaper, I actually changed it before this, is now literally just Tamu Nuclear Engineering. So
Why?
because I'm
You
a
need
nuclear
to
engineer.
spread. You need to get them all to join the club.
Listen, there's a reasoning for this, and I'm not going to talk about it on the podcast.
Fine. Topic for a later
Hey.
time.
We've already got a couple new one guys.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways,
Here's your keychains.
so these are my keychains. I'm going to talk about the bottom four and a little bit here, but the top two I bought from. Can you flip this? This is really frustrating me. It's sideways.
Fine.
But the top two I bought from the artist gallery, and it's a Sylveon and a Glaceon. Now the coolest thing about these is if you follow Pokemon, what they do is they actually, if you flip them over, it'll show their shiny variant
Oh, that's cool.
and their normal variant on the front side. So I was actually really confused because I bought a Glaceon key. I didn't notice this because the only one I really inspected was the Glaceon one. And if you don't know Pokemon, Glaceon's shiny looks exactly the same as its normal, almost exactly the same.
Wow. I'm looking at my keys now and never realized it.
Yeah.
I feel really bad.
Yeah. You don't realize it because I know you bought Glaceon, but if I flip my Sylveon over, it's actually blue. It's the shiny colors, and I was like, oh damn! If I realized that, I actually would have bought the other ones. And it was really unfortunate because the vendor didn't advertise it like that. Like she had them laid out, but she only had them laid out on the normal side, so I didn't actually know if you flipped them over, it was shiny. And unfortunately, because the only one I actually looked at was Glaceon, because Sylveon's I already knew I was gonna buy Sylveon the moment I saw it, because Sylveon's my favorite evolution. And I was like, okay, I'll buy the Glaceon one too, because I want to get two. Wasn't it like buy two get one free, some shit?
Oh yeah.
And we group buyed it. Yeah. And I honestly, and looking back at it, if I had noticed that, I would have gone back and bought more from her because those were really really nice.
That sounds so nice. You think you'd advertise that? That's like a really big selling point.
Yeah, that she actually like put the shiny variants on it. I was insane to me that she didn't do it, but
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the ones that have the two-sided, keychains, they have like a little tiny sign that says like flip me over or whatever to like see the other side. But maybe they just
didn't.
forgot.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
just didn't think about it.
Yeah,
It sucks a lot
maybe
because
because it's not too drastic of a change between the two. Maybe they were just like, oh, people aren't gonna like be
definitely
attracted of it.
I definitely think it does make a difference because I was wondering because I actually didn't know what Sylveon shiny looked like when I flipped it over. I was like, wow, this keychain sucks. I flip it over and the colors are all distorted. And I looked up and I was like, wait a minute, that's Sylveon shiny.
Wait a minute.
And I was like, oh wow, that's really cool actually.
Hmm.
But like certain shiny types look so different from their basic, and she had all the evolutions I know. So like Jolteon's just straight up blue. So
The
it
Jolteon
goes from
one
like
is so jank.
yeah.
It goes from one of the worst evolutions to pretty high up there.
Yeah, it goes to like it looks like an ice type almost. But man, I really just wish I would have bought more now. And I'm really upset that I didn't. It's like my biggest regret was not buying more from them. So the lesson learned from this is if you go to artist gallery to buy keychains, please flip them over because they do a lot of fun stuff with their keychains to actually like make them different. Like you'll see a lot of them, they'll put special effects, VFX on the keychains. Like even these ones have like sparkles on it to indicate shiny and non-shiny. So there is a lot of cool stuff that they do. And also don't forget, if you buy normal keychains, because I didn't realize this till yesterday, because I didn't think about it, they do come with plastic on them. Do not forget to rip it off. It is not peeling. Your keychain is not ripping or breaking when you start seeing plastic peeling from the side. That just means you forgot to take off the plastic on the keychain, which I forgot to do.
Once again, I thank you very much. I am currently doing the peel right now.
Because that happened and I was like, oh my god, these are already tearing, and I was like, oh no, they're not tearing. That's just how they're supposed to do. I'm just an idiot.
Look, next you're gonna tell me that on the side that on my TV right now, I'm supposed to take that plastic off too, huh?
Oh no.
Come on.
Oh no.
It's a screen protector, right?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Keep that on there for life.
Did you buy anything that wasn't like art on it from the outer gallery?
I did buy. Okay, so I bought like a Palumu pin from Monster Hunter World.
Oh, the pins are so good.
Wow.
They were so beautiful. I just love enamel pins. They're really expensive, but
they are
worth it.
They're really, really nice, and you can throw them on your backpack, and they just look like.
I don't have a picture of it, but it's really adorable. It has one of those. I forgot the name of the little furry guys, the little cats from Monster Hunter, but it has one of those riding the Palumu, and it's just adorable. I have it on my bucket hat right now. But and then I got like a little fox, and it has like a tail that is attached by a tiny little ring so it can move, if that makes sense. Freely from the rest of the pin. And that one was really cute. It's not a specific character or anything, I just thought it was adorable. And then I bought this little stingray plushie. It's like it was supposed to be like a strawberry milk stingray, and so it's like pink and white, and its name is Milky Ray. It's so freaking cute, and I just couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. I always have to buy a plushie.
What was that from? Was that from the vendor that held the animal stuff?
Yeah, they had like a bunch of original art and pins and art.
Was it the animal one though? The one that had like the one with the print with the goose that was just like.
Oh.
What? No, don't talk about Goose, please.
No.
I feel like I'm missing something. Did something happen to Geese?
For context, and this is fine. Basically,
don't say the joke. Just say that you can't say the joke.
No, of course not. So basically, whenever we got to our apartments, every time we turned on every time we turned on the TV, Top Gun was playing.
Oh,
and one of the side characters, his name is Goose.
Yeah.
This is not the joke. This is
what are you talking about? This is absolutely the joke.
This is Sam trying to divert the joke away.
There is no lie involved. All of that story happened.
God, I brought up Goose. I'm so sorry.
All right, continuing.
Continuing.
Moving on. No more Goose talk. Anyways, I think it was.
God, it's dangerous. It's dangerous.
But yeah, I bought that. I always have to buy a plushie because you have to carry around something soft because I'm a woman. What do you expect?
I want to buy more plushies.
No.
I was gonna buy plushies.
The only thing that I've ever bought anime related is plushies.
I have the only plush I have right now. I want to buy more Pokemon plushes. Like I have a Zoroark plush because he's my favorite Pokemon, and then I have a couple Dota 2 plushes that I got from the International.
I don't know how I feel about character plushies. I'm sorry, Connor. I think they're cute, but I don't like. I've had a little Honey Senpai plushie from Oron High School Host Club.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sometimes I think they just look a little wonky. Like their face is all. it's
See,
so
that's why you
that
gotta
dirty
means
go
to
you're
with
just
me.
the
looking
really
at good
cartoon
ones.
ones.
Yeah, true. But I don't know. I always go for like an animal or like I love grab bags. Oh my god, I just love the thrill of opening a grab bag and you're like, I don't know if this is gonna be shit or if this is gonna be something great.
There was a
Any grab
vendor.
bag, honestly.
There was a vendor booth. It was literally just mystery boxes.
Whoa, that's fun.
Yeah.
I was so tempted to go there, but I knew I was gonna get scammed if I did it. Because if it was an artist gallery, I would have done it. But it was solely because it was in vendor.
Yeah.
Xander, let's just keep it at spicy grab bags.
Oh,
Spicy grab
okay,
bags are very
alright.
thrilling as well.
You bought the spicy grab bags. Okay, I
Just
was
one, okay?
only one. I was gonna
That's
buy
fine.
some. I was gonna buy some. I was gonna buy like 3 of them just for the hell of it, and then I chose not to.
3.
Yeah. I mean, that
See,
would have been funny. I would have bought it solely for the tail.
Honestly, yeah, that's kind of why I popped off in my degeneracy. I was like, this will be a funny story. So,
Yeah.
spicy means slightly explicit. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Adrian, you know what it means.
yes, thank you for the context because I'm the only one here who doesn't remember that. So
Hey,
Oh
no,
no,
I
you
got
weren't.
you,
You
I
weren't
got you.
there. I saw this when I was on my own.
I see.
Oh my
But-
god. Is that Adrian?
That is Adrian.
Nihilo, yeah.
Why?
Yeah, no, it is.
Don't speak of that word, Adrian, please.
He knows. He knows.
Oh no.
I hate you so much. Why must you do this to me? The one weekend I'm away.
All the jokes are coming out
you-
of the woodwork today.
Yeah, they are.
All the
Last
inside
night
jokes.
was a night.
I was
last
only
night was
there for one day.
one day.
Both of you officers, you should feel ashamed of your landed
Anyways,
positions
anyways.
and fancy titles.
Anyways, moving on.
Moving on. Yeah, we really need
Let's
to move
quell
on.
this revolution.
We're gonna need to mute Sam here pretty soon. But we have so with the artist gallery as well. I don't know, Sam. Did you buy any other keychains from artist gallery?
No, not from Artist Gallery. I think it was just the one.
Okay. Yeah. When you go into vendors, I'm gonna talk a bit about vendors now. I have a lot of qualms with vendors, mainly because they're very okay. Well, at least I have one vendor that just straight up doesn't like me, and that's the sword guy. If you ever go to a con and see a guy selling swords, he doesn't like me. The reason is because I straight up was talking to somebody not too far from his hearing distance about how the sword was very, very fake, and I have a very, very high, like, I'm a very big sword elitist. So, like, if you're selling things for overpriced, I can very easily tell when they're overpriced and shit. And I was telling somebody that, and he's like, my swords are very real and not fake, and they told me to go away. And I was like, I'm sorry that I have more meta knowledge than you do, but it was. So that's the only vendor that
You can't
hates
have
me.
that conversation in front of the vendor.
This was a while
You
ago,
can't do
okay?
that.
And then I did it again at IkiCon.
Oh my god, I did it again.
That's why he
Alright,
doesn't like me
You're just
anymore.
doing
He
it on
didn't forget-
purpose now.
Well, I just
Honestly,
don't
you're
like
just doing
this
it
guy.
to trigger him.
I might be, but you know, so that's the only vendor that doesn't like me. Now, every other vendor though, they're a good vendor. So first off, like the I'm gonna call it the manga smiley face.
Yes,
the
I
manga
can
smiley
also
face vendor.
support.
I'm just gonna briefly mention it because I don't think we're allowed to talk about it. But the manga smiley face vendor, very good vendor. Actually,
yeah.
like bring stuff in from like Comic-Con and whatnot.
If you
which
don't know
is-
if it's allowed,
They have
DM
great
me.
recommendations.
Yeah, no. He will give you recommendations. He brings stuff in from Comic-Con. Really good if you're looking for manga smiley face.
Wink
To avoid saying word. But moving forward, those was good. What was the one that we got the wall scroll from? That was a good booth.
No, they also sold some of that on the side, I think.
What about those metal
Yeah.
poster things? I never.
Oh,
I
are you
didn't
talking
really
about
buy those? But
This
I thought
plates?
they were really neat.
the plates? The one the ones
Yeah.
that Xander? Those are in artist gallery. The one that Xander and Calvin bought.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the ones that Xander and Calvin bought. I forgot what they're called. Xander, what were they called? You're in chat. I forgot what they're called. But like what type of print that is? It's not a print. It's
Yeah, I
but-
think of-
but like I'm just gonna say what Calvin wants to do with his. Calvin's not putting his up yet because he's actually waiting to get lights to put behind it.
Ooh,
that's kinda sick.
fancy.
And when he said that, I was like, oh shit, I kind of wish I bought one. They're like $50. They're not cheap, but